Forget about it?
Forget about it.
I must be getting senile in my old age.
The radical hunter is in the field before daylight. They hunt the world in search of new challenges. The weather is not an obstacle. There is no off-season. If that sounds like you, then you are the radical hunter.
And we're doing a turkey hunt right here. I mean, you look behind me here over, you can see the Hudson River.
Cuddebacks, the Radical Hunter, is brought to you by the new Cuddieback Attack. Even faster trigger speed, even longer battery life. Savage Arms, the definition of accuracy. Code Blue Sense, perfecting the science of hunting. Ozonics, the in-the-field ozone generator. The Tree Stand Buddy, the quick attach slide mount system for hang-on tree stands. Hoyman Extendable Tree Saw. Thermacell Mosquito Repellent. Alpen Optics and ScentLock.
This week I'm hunting Merriam turkeys in Idaho, and Dick's headed to New York to hunt Easterns with Stuyvesant Outdoor Adventures.
Coming up on this episode of Cuddebacks, the Radical Hunter. The location, southern New York State. The hunters, Dick Scorzafava and the hunt, wild turkey.
We're in southern New York at Stuyvesant Outdoor Adventures on a spring turkey hunt.
This week, Rex and Dick are hunting turkeys. Rex will hunt Merriam turkeys in northern Idaho, while Dick hunts eastern wild turkeys in southern New York.
And I said New York, yes.
That's right, we said New York.
Southern New York is absolutely gorgeous here. I mean, you look over my back here and you see the Hudson River. It's just beautiful country, and we're looking forward to a great turkey hunt.
Dick Scorzafava didn't realize there were so many turkeys in New York. Well, he kind of did, but he didn't realize there were so many wild turkeys until he signed up for a guided turkey hunt with Stuyvesant Outdoor Adventures.
Try that and see what happens. You ready?
A little more hang time, it's going to be higher.
Pull.
Stuyvesant Outdoor Adventures runs a class operation, offering knowledgeable guides with the heart of a teacher. They provide guide services for all sorts of New York game, but of course we're interested in turkeys right now.
We have trainers and handlers on staff that work exclusively for us. I think 5 of them are here today. One of them, Holly, just had a litter, and Kona and Zombo are not here today as well. But
hold on, folks. He's talking about his hounds. Stuyvesant Farms has an entire training facility for hunting hounds.
This keeps us busy.
I love watching good dogs work, I'll tell you.
And the accommodations are top-notch. Dick stayed at the Stuyvesant Manor, the old estate of Hollywood legend Sidney Poitier.
We're really roughing it. The older I get, I don't like the Boy Scout days anymore.
Dick's guides for the hunts were Jody and Gary. Both gentlemen have an extensive understanding of turkey behavior, especially in New York, and they made sure that Dick was in the thick of it. Dick is used to hunting for big game, and the turkeys he usually sees are behind the camera. But that doesn't mean he didn't come prepared for this hunt. He's wearing ScentLock apparel and is packing his Thermacell because New York mosquitoes love tourists. He's spotting the toms with his trusty Signature Series Alpen binoculars while taking aim with his Stevens Model 350 12-gauge pump shotgun.
We're here in New York. We're going to go set up for turkeys and see if we can get them coming off the roost this morning. Supposed to have a nice blind set up for us over here.
Don't be a turkey and turn the channel. We've got dueling gobblers coming right up.
bugs is terrible out there today.
I didn't really notice.
The simple things, the true things, the silent men who do things. Then listen to the wild. It's calling.
What good is a scouting camera that misses deer?
No better than a gun that misses deer.
Cuddeback trigger is fast. Within a quarter second.
That's fast enough to catch just about any deer.
It means far fewer blank images.
And more of what you use a scouting cam for.
Pictures of deer.
Big deer.
Get the Cuddieback Attack and the new Cuddieback Ambush.
And more pictures of big deer.
Get a Cuddieback.
Cutting shooting lanes is a must.
It's not an option, it's a necessity.
Heumann saws are made to cut shooting lanes.
They easily extend.
To give you big-time reach.
I-beam design makes Heumann sturdy and lightweight.
You get pull saw length without pull saw hassles.
They're far more compact and portable.
And Heumann's Megabyte blade cuts like you won't believe. They double as a handsaw, too.
Cut your shooting lanes with Heumann, the shooting lane saw.
This is the Tree Stand Buddy, the easiest, safest way ever to hang your stand. With the receiver on the tree and the bracket on the stand, simply slide your stand into place. Attach the tree stand strap. You never carry your stand up the tree. Tree Stand Buddy works on virtually any hang-on stand. I put a receiver in every tree I hunt and take my stand with me.
It's that easy.
Learn more at treestandbuddy.com.
Dick Scores of Fava is undoubtedly one of North America's best-known bear hunters, having taken well over 100 bears in his 40-year career. Bringing his expertise to bear, Dick lays it all on the table with his groundbreaking new book entitled The Radical Bear Hunter. Hair-raising close calls and sound information make this book a must-read. They're available at Stackpole Books, or ask for an autograph copy at RadicalBowhunter.com.
Take control of your outdoor comfort, work more, and play more with Thermacel's heated insoles. Thermacell heated insoles provide heat for your feet, and a remote lets you control the temperature so your feet won't sweat or freeze. Activated by a remote control, the rechargeable thermostat-driven smart technology provides uniform heat. These versatile insoles fit almost any shoe or boot, and they're water resistant. It's time to stand up to the cold. Thermacell heated insoles. Heat for your feet.
What I'm doing is I'm hanging my mounting plate for my Tree Stand Buddy. And these things are awesome. I just use 2 ratchet straps. The thing goes in the tree. Then I bring my stand up. Just hook the rope through this ring right here. You pull your stand up and it just slides right down on here. Very simple. And I have several of these in trees, so I can actually take my stands with me. But the thing I really love is I have huge stands, very comfortable to set in, but they are dangerous to try to hang. These things make it a breeze. Put the bracket in there, bring the stand up, slide it down on there, and you're done. Tree Stand Buddy. I love these things.
While Dick is getting the lay of the land in Stuyvesant Falls, New York, Rex is beating the brush on his own in northern Idaho, looking for a late-season Miriam. He won't say where exactly because his roosting spots are a trade secret.
I hunted early season with my son Cameron. He shot a couple nice birds and then he called in one for me. Here in Idaho you can shoot 2 birds, and now it's kind of late season. The birds have been called to a lot, they're getting a little call shy, and things are getting a lot tougher. I'd get out early and set up before daylight, and the birds would start gobbling in the roost, but as soon as they flew down, they just wander off, and that was the end of the call. That was making it really tough. Well, I finally get a bird that seems interested. I'm set up on a little hill and I'm looking down. There's some pine trees down there. I hurriedly set up my decoys down there, thinking if it came out and saw them that it would come on up where I was. These birds keep hanging up, and I was trying to figure out some way to get them to come on up into range. So far so good. The bird's working his way in. He steps out from behind the pine tree and he looks up and sees my decoys, and I think, this is it. This could actually work. What the heck? For some reason, it didn't like something, turned around, and just left. Well, I spent the next couple of days chasing birds. Gobble in the roost, fly down the other way, never hear them again. And I was starting to wonder if it was just too late and they weren't going to come in. Dick's got turkeys all over him and I'm not even seeing any, so that's not looking good. This is ridiculous.
Jody had something to do one morning, so we teamed up with Gary, another guide, to take us out. He had a hot spot all picked out for us, and we couldn't wait to get out there. The spot was a cut cornfield between two woodlots, and he said the turkeys loved to cross through there. Because the birds weren't gobbling, our strategy today was put a decoy out there and do a little bit of calling to see if we could get a gobbler to come in. Wasn't long after we settled in, and I see a turkey heading our way across the field. And then all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I spot something, movement. Turn my head a little bit, and there's a turkey right there at 20 yards. And that turkey turned out to be a Jake, and I decided to pass on it. I was kind of waiting for that other one to come across the field, hoping that it was a mature bird. Well, that Jake, he hooked up with another Jake, and they kind of turned and started to go across the field, and they hooked up with the other bird that was coming across the field, which turned out to be only a 2-year-old bird. He had a little beard on him, but not really nothing I wanted to take. And they just kind of scrambled around a little bit there and turned and went off the other direction. And I just watched them go out of view. And this hen was really unique because she was a bearded hen. Every time she'd lean forward enough, you could see that beard. Actually, she had a bigger beard than anything we saw this morning on a gobbler.
Join us for more gobbler action coming right up.
Here's a big one. Look how wide his butt is.
Mike, you need to get a Cuddeback that has centered subject technology and quarter-second trigger speed.
We all know we shouldn't use cotton swabs to clean or dry out ears. Introducing WaxVac, the safe and effective way to clean and dry your ears. Unlike cotton swabs, which push dirt and wax further into your ear. Ouch! WaxVac gently draws dirt particles and moisture out of your ear. WaxVac is quiet, safe. Its unique safety guard prevents it from going too deep, and effective. See how gently it vacs water and dirt. Just empty it out when you're done. Doctors everywhere warn against using cotton swabs to clean your ears. Stop using cotton swabs in your ears. Ow! Order the WaxVac now for only $10. WaxVac comes with 8 soft color-coded silicone tips and this handy cleaning brush free. It even has this powerful examining light. But wait, there's more. Call now and we'll double the offer. You get 2 WaxVacs plus 16 color-coded tips and 2 cleaning brushes for only $10. Just pay additional processing.
To order WaxVac for $10 plus processing and handling, call 1-800-431-8361 or go to waxvac.com. Order now.
Lights, camera, Netflix. So we started with a free trial and we were hooked instantly.
It's really great being able to have all those TV shows and movies right there at my fingertips.
Start your Netflix free trial today and watch instantly with the 3 leading video game systems or other devices right on your TV or on your computer. Watch as many TV episodes and movies as you want, whenever you want.
Watching instantly is so easy.
You just click it and bam, it starts playing right there.
We've got total control of what we want to watch when we want to watch it.
There's something for everybody.
With Netflix, watch instantly on your computer or right on your TV over the internet with the leading video game systems or other devices, all for just $8 a month.
Netflix lets me watch what I want when I want.
The quality of the streaming video is excellent.
Netflix. Watch as many TV episodes and movies as you want for only $8 a month.
I can guarantee that once you start it, you're going to love it.
To start your Netflix free trial today, go to getnetflix.com.
This is the Cuddeback Attack.
And the new Cuddeback Ambush.
Both take great images.
Smart color technology means rich, vibrant colors.
Infrared images with less motion blur and less washout. Quality images that let you zoom in on the details.
Like antlers.
Big antlers. Really big antlers.
If it's worth getting an image,
it might as well be a premium quality image.
And that means a Cuddeback.
Welcome back to Cuddebacks, the Radical Hunter.
Hopefully they're coming this way. We'll get one called in.
When we last saw Rex, he was having trouble fooling these war-weary late-season gobblers. They'd see his decoys and clue in that an ambush was in the works. So far, Rex has only harvested a whole lot of busted.
I'm scrapping now. I've been looking hard for turkeys. I've set up a dozen times on birds fly down and leave, go a different direction. They come in, they hang up, just one thing after another. But every day on my way out, I spotted some turkeys in a big hayfield. After watching these turkeys for several days, I kind of had their pattern down, and I knew about where they were going to be mid-morning, and that's where I decided to ambush them. The only place to set up was just on a backside of a little hill, which made it great for me to get the decoys out without being seen. The bad part was I couldn't see the turkeys either. So I just had to rely on the previous days that they were going to do the same thing that day and hope that they were going to show up. They're getting close now. They're just over this little rise. I can see one right there, right over the decoys. It's a jake. Well, I see these turkeys, and I can tell that they're not going to come by within range. So they're just over the hill. I don't think they've seen my decoys yet, so I decided to do a couple soft calls, get their attention on the decoys, and hope they'll come in. Works perfect. These birds heard me call, and they come up where they can look down there. They see the decoys, and they line up, and they come right to me. The problem is there's 2 big toms and about 3 jakes. And in the front, wouldn't you know it, the jake leads the way. And he's about 30 yards in front of the big tom. So I know if he sees anything at all wrong, he's probably going to bust out of there before I ever get a shot. They're working their way down. Everything's looking good. The 2 big toms are working their way in too, but the jake gets to the decoys first, and he don't like what he sees. Just when I'm thinking, you know, I probably should get ready and shoot, that jake heads out of there. The other turkeys put their heads up, tails down, and they're out of there. You know, everybody thinks turkey hunting can be easy, but I'm telling you, if everything works, it is easy. If it doesn't work, it can be the hardest, most frustrating hunt you have ever been on.
Guide Gary had other fish to fry today, so Dick got a new guide, Jody, and a new location.
We got a really late start because it was monsoon pouring rain, but we did set up in a blind. We saw some turkeys off across the field. Nothing was really gobbling that morning, so we decided we were going to move out of the blind and see if we can put a sneak on them and get close enough so we could call them over to us.
We're going to go set up on a nice oak ridge because as it gets later in the day, they spend more time in the woods, and this is a good strutting spot. So we're going to go reset up and see what we can do.
We used a gully on the edge of the field to sneak within 100 yards of these turkeys, and Jody crawled up on his hands and knees and put the turkey decoys on the top, snuck back down and started calling. Nothing was gobbling, so we couldn't tell if they were responding. And then all of a sudden, on the horizon, a couple of heads popped up on us. These turkeys were in range, but I could tell they were gobblers, but I couldn't tell how long their beards were, even if they had a beard. So, ethical thing to do was pass them up, and that's what I did.
Forget about it.
Where are you hunting this afternoon?
Hoppy's bait.
The wind's wrong for that stand.
Nothing's gonna smell me with this scrub in the air.
If you're looking for the same old predictable hunts, you've come to the wrong place. This is not your grandfather's hunting night. Sunday Sportsman tonight from 8 to 11 on Sportsman Channel. Presented by America's Natural Gas Alliance. Smarter power today.
This evening would have been over a long time ago if we didn't have Ozonics. I've always been a scent elimination skeptic. That is, until we found Ozonics. Ozonics is an in-the-field ozone machine. It blankets your scent zone with scent-destroying ozone. You can use it in a blind or a tree stand. Deer, they just don't smell us anymore, like this downwind buck. It really is amazing, and it's guaranteed. Learn more at ozonicshunting.com.
Hi, my name's Ron Coburn, CEO of Savage Arms, and we're here in the Utah desert. We're going to be shooting 1,200 yards. That's the first time I've ever attempted this kind of distance on this kind of target.
Are you ready?
Ready?
Go.
Good shooting, bro. That was amazing.
Great spotting, Stan. Great work.
Savage. So easy, even the boss can do it.
There is only one scent that is so powerful, so unique. One scent that entices, draws them in. A scent so strong that it can only be from one deer to one bottle. Each bottle contains urine from only one deer, collected at peak estrus, individually marked, assuring each scent is unique. A buck can only chase one doe at a time. The ultimate deer scent for whitetail rut. Code Blue, standing estrus, from one deer to one bottle.
If you've ever wondered how the pros shoot monster bucks year after year, Dick tells all the secrets in his latest book, entitled The Radical Bow Hunter. Covering everything from A to Z, this could be the most important whitetail book you'll ever read. You can order your own copy online at radicalbowhunter.com. So, both Dick and Rex are hunting turkeys, but on different ends of the U.S. map. Dick has suffered some bad luck, but is hoping his luck will change. Rex is getting more and more frustrated, but there is hope on the horizon.
I'm running out of time now, and I'm out scouting for turkeys, looking for places where they can be, calling at night, and finally on a new logging job, I see some telltale drag marks in the dirt. Turkey tracks in the middle, drag mark on both sides, and I can see that there's been a tom strutting there. Well, I go in there that evening, and the bird answers me when he flies up on his roost. So now I know where he is. I figured out a way to get in there, and I couldn't wait for morning. The next morning, I'm in there before daylight. I got the decoy set out real quiet. I eased back, and I just sat back against the tree and waited for it to get daylight. I decided to play it cool. I waited on the bird. He started gobbling on his own shortly after daylight, and when it got light enough for me to see, I gave him a couple little soft calls to let him know where I was. When he answered me, I shut up. Turkey flew down in the road, and it was perfect. You could see my decoys down there below him, went into a strut, and he started working his way in. Man, this bird put on a show. He's just taking forever. It was just killing me sitting there watching him. But I was patient. I made myself wait, sat there quiet, and finally he got down close enough that I felt comfortable taking a shot. stumped him right there. Perfect. It was an awesome bird. Couldn't wait to get my hands on him. He's a little beat up. It was late in the season, missing a couple feathers, but it was an awesome bird. I was happy to have him. Turned out it was also one of the best hunts I had all season. It worked out exactly like I wanted. The turkey flew down and he strutted right down this old haul road, right down here to the decoys, and it's perfect. You can see he's got his wingtips all drug off here, and just an awesome bird, especially for this late in the season. You can see this turkey here has buff tail feathers, and y'all know an Eastern has dark tan, and a Merriam's has white. And you can see that this is probably a cross between a Merriam and an Eastern, which we have both of here in northern Idaho. So we get a lot of crossbreed birds like this. Beautiful turkey. I'm tickled to death to have him.
Now that Rex has a nice tom hanging from his shoulder, let's join Dick on the last day of his New York turkey hunt.
But Jody and I set up in a blind before daylight, and Jody was working a couple birds, and we thought they were going to come our way, but they veered off and went another direction because they had a hen with them. Then it kind of slowed down for a while, and we spotted a couple birds across the field. It looked like the birds we spotted across the field were going to go right past us, but as luck would have it, a hen came flying right by us, and they stopped dead in their tracks and turned and started working our way. They'd stop every so often and strut and gobble, go a little further and strut and gobble. It was pretty neat, and it looked like things were going really well for us. They're coming right in our direction, right in the path of that hen.
There's a couple birds coming right in front of me here. Don't know where they're gonna go.
The turkeys were heading to the left, and all of a sudden they changed direction. When they changed, and I had to pull my gun out of the netting of the blind.
Yeah, they're gonna come over here. I'm gonna have to move over here.
This is a perfect shot. Unfortunately, in my haste to reposition myself quickly, putting my gun through the net, a lot of the netting fell on top of my barrel of my gun. I thought I could see the bead well enough to make the shot. Guess not, because I shot right underneath the bird.
I think I missed that bird.
If you hunt long enough, you're gonna miss. Even old-timers like me miss. I mean, I missed a beautiful gobbler today. Doesn't mean I didn't have a good time. I had a great time. At Stuyvesant Outdoor Adventures here, we saw turkeys every day. I passed up a couple birds. We were on birds every day, working birds every day. I missed a bird. I mean, it was a great hunt. You don't have to harvest an animal to have a great hunt.
Cuddebacks, the Radical Hunter, is brought to you by the new Cuddeback Attack. Even faster trigger speed, even longer battery life. Savage Arms, the definition of accuracy. Code Blue Sense, perfecting the science of hunting. Ozonics, the in-the-field ozone generator. The Tree Stand Buddy, the quick attach slide mount system for hang-on tree stands. Hoyman Extendable Tree Saw. Thermacell Mosquito Repellent. Alpen Optics and ScentLock. Want to win the hunt of a lifetime? Drop by the Radical Hunter website or visit us on Facebook to enter for your chance at an all-expense-paid bear hunt, courtesy of New Brunswick, Canada, and Hanscom Outdoor Adventures. The package includes a new rifle from Savage Arms with a matching Alpen Optics rifle scope, a Cuddeback digital camera, and lots of other great gear. It's all happening now on our Facebook page and at theradicalhunter.com.